What do you think the first thing a homeowner does before hiring a contractor? Well, you've guessed it. They're going to Google you. And if they don't find you, or even worse, they find a bunch of negative reviews, you've lost the sale already and you don't even know it. So, in this video, I'm going to break down why your online presence will make or break your business and how to fix it fast. So, the problem is 90% of customers go online to research your business before ever deciding to hire you. So, that's why it's super important that your online presence is on point. And people trust Google reviews, social media, and other websites more than they do ads. So if you're running ads, what you want to do is make sure your reviews are on point. You don't want to be that one contractor that's spending thousands of dollars a month on ads and saying, oh, these ads aren't working. But then when someone goes and looks at your Google reviews, you've only got 6, and your last review was from last year. So just to give you an example, I was on a call with a general contractor from New Mexico, and he wanted to hire me to help him with his online advertising. So I was like, okay. So we pulled up his Google page, we're looking at his reviews, and I saw like this guy only had like 9 reviews. But he was telling me on the call, he's like, yeah, I've been in business for 30 years. So I asked him, I was like, okay, well, do you have a list of past customers that we can maybe reach out to and get you more reviews? Because if we're going to be spending money on ads, you can pretty much guarantee people are going to go look at your reviews before they decide to actually hire you. So he couldn't provide me with a list of people. So right away, red flags started going off. And then he started saying, oh, yeah, and then there's these 2 people that left me a negative review. And I was like, oh, okay. So long story short, he wasn't a good fit. We didn't end up doing business together. But now you could see, like, if you were somebody, like if you and your wife, for example, decide to get your kitchen remodeled, and you're like, okay, honey, these people look good. And all of a sudden you go check out their reviews and you see, like, oh, they've only got 6 reviews, but they're saying on their Google profile that they've been in business for over 10 years. It's like, so what? You've only done 6 kitchens in the past 10 years, or just nobody's happy with your work? So you can see why having, a polished online presence is super important. So the 3 biggest online presence mistakes contractors make is not having a Google My Business listing at all. So we're in 2025. If you don't have a Google My Business listing and you're not on Google Maps, you're invisible. So having a simple Google My Business profile can generate more organic leads for your business daily, because advertising costs are going up. So if you're not doing what you can to try to get leads on your own, I promise you, eventually advertising is just going to become too expensive, and you're just going to say this doesn't work. When the matter of the fact is advertising does work, but there's a lot of moving parts to it. And if you don't have all those pieces in place, yeah, you will feel like it doesn't work. So the other issue I see is they have a weak or no website. So let's just say you're a plumber, for example, or an electrician, or any type of contractor, and your services are expensive. But now when someone looks you up and they go to click on your website, it goes to a Facebook page. Like, what's that say about you? It's like, okay, you're going to charge me thousands of dollars, but you're not even willing to put, $1,000 into your own business and get yourself a website. So your website acts as your 24/7 sales rep. If you don't have one, you're missing out on serious business. So even a simple one-page website with your testimonials and a contact form on it is a lot better than nothing, or having it go to your Facebook page. So another issue is ignoring bad reviews. So one bad review can kill your lead flow, and if you don't handle it right, then it's game over. So if I go to somebody's Google My Business page and I see some negative reviews and I see like, oh, you never answered them, to me that shows me like, okay, so when you do have a problem, you just ignore it. I'd rather see, like, if you had negative reviews, that you reach out to the people and said, yeah, contact me so we can make this right. And it at least reassure me that, like, oh, if we do have a problem, he's willing to make it right. So I want to go over how you can instantly improve your online presence. So the first thing is optimize your Google My Business profile. So you want to go claim your listing if you haven't done that. You want to update your info. So maybe you've moved your business around a couple times. You want to make sure that your phone number is up to date. It's the correct phone number. You want to make sure your address is up to date. That way, if you do have like an office or a place of business, people can drop by. So if all these things are always changing, Google is not going to reward you because when they show when they show you in the search results, they're going to show people that have a congruent listing. Because at the end of the day, they're in the business of giving people what they want whenever they search for it. So if your phone number is different on 5 different websites and your address is always changing, they're not going to reward you and show your listing. So another thing you could do is ask for reviews and ask for them the right way. So after you complete a job, send a quick text to the person saying like, "Hey Susan, would you mind leaving us a quick review? It helps us a ton." And maybe Susan, just she becomes busy and doesn't get around to leaving you a review. Ask her again. Like, you did Susan a favor. If you did good work, why would Susan be opposed to leaving you a review? So the third thing is leverage social media for credibility. So a lot of contractors, I see they're not too active on social media for whatever reasons. But the matter of the fact is, that's where everyone's attention is. So if somebody comes along to your social media page, whether that be your Instagram or your Facebook, and your last post was back in 2023, it's like, what's this guy doing? Like, is he still doing work, or like, they don't know what you're doing now. So you want to post project updates, you want to post before and after pictures, any new customer testimonials, and this is going to build trust with your potential customers. So that's it for this video. If you found it helpful, consider liking and subscribing, and subscribe for more ways to grow your contracting business without relying on paid ads. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.